Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night!
Hi, my name is Bea and welcome to my channel, Mama Needs to Read Romance. This is day 4 of Vlogmas and I am having a blast. I had no idea when I started I was going to have this much fun. I'm a little under the weather because everyone else in my family has been and now it's my turn. But still, these books are giving me life. This particular vlog is going to be about the incredible Lorraine Heath and her novella, Deck the Halls with Love. I'd never read Lorraine Heath before, and let me tell you, you have a convert here. I am on day 1 of my new obsession with Lorraine Heath. I loved her writing. I thought she was very insightful. I loved the way she described the hero and the heroine. Her flowery, beautiful writing. It gave me violin vibes, you know, like the big swells of music and the petals unfurling and the beautiful love scenes that I love. I was just blown away and very, very excited to read more Lorraine Heath, and especially the series that Deck the Halls with Love is taken from. Lorraine Heath's story, Deck the Halls with Love, is book 2.5 in the Lost Lords of Pembrooke series. I was really impressed with how they were weaving the characters and events from the last book, The Lord of Temptation, into this particular novella. This is the first second chance Christmas romance that I read, and I was really excited to give this a whirl. I got definite Christmas feels. They actually get stranded in a castle. It's so funny. I was just watching Ava of Ava's Romance Books' brand new video about being trapped in a snowstorm together. Then I read this story and Chetwynd, our hero, gets trapped in a snowstorm in an old castle with Meredith, or Mary as he calls her. Let me give you a little more inside info into this fabulous, fabulous story. Meredith hates Chetwynd, and she has a good reason. They fell madly in love during her first season, and then the second season he somehow casts her aside for a woman named Anne. She doesn't understand why this is. It turns out Chetwynd's brother Walter, one of his last wishes before Walter passed was that Chetwynd would take care of Anne, who was betrothed to Walter. So Chetwynd, wanting to honor his brother, decides to cast aside his own heart and that of Meredith so that he can be with Anne. He doesn't love Anne. Anne doesn't love him. Meredith doesn't know any of this. In fact, in the second book, Lord of Temptation, Anne ends up with Tristan, who is a pirate. I'm all about that. I'm excited for that. I'm going to read this whole series, I'm telling you. But in any case, Chetwynd gave Anne a choice. He said, if you want to be with Tristan, that's fine. That also now frees up Chetwynd to be with Meredith. There's a problem though. The day after Christmas, Meredith is marrying someone else. This someone else is a rake. He's not a good guy. He might just want her for her dowry, but Chetwynd wants her for her. I loved the way that they fell back in love. There wasn't a whole lot of Christmas tied in per se. You know that this is around Christmas. There were mention of decorations, and yes, they go off. There's some ice skating. In fact, there's even some danger where he needs to rescue her, and then he rescues her again in the snow and in the castle. I just loved it so much. I loved it so much. And the very end, I don't want to say too much in case you want to read it. It was just yummy. Just a yummy ending. I loved it so much. It was in a ballroom. It was everything I ever wanted a historical romance to be, and I didn't even know that I needed it. And it was phenomenal. And now I want to read you just a couple lines of this beautiful, beautiful story and what caused me to fall in love with Lorraine Heath today. So I am a sucker for a palm kiss. I love him. I love him. I love him. He kisses her wrist in this segment. So I had to, of course, just read this little part to you. He took her wrist. He wanted to wrench it free, but instead she was mesmerized, watching as he brought it to his lips, crooked a finger beneath her cuff and revealed a tiny bit of flesh. Gently, reverently, he placed his mouth there and closed his eyes, as though he'd acquired heaven. Her breath caught even as her heart sped into a wild gallop. Shaking her head, she pushed him back and skirted away from him. She tugged down her cuff, yanked up her glove, but still she could feel the press of his lips against her wrist. She wanted to rub the sensation away, while at the same time she wanted to place it in a gilded box so that she could keep it. I trusted you with my heart once. I won't do it again. Or will she? This was such a fun novella. I cannot wait to read more Lorraine Heath. I cannot wait to read the series. Thank you for sharing this with me today. Thank you for being around to hear me talk about my newfound historical romance obsession. Are you a Lorraine Heath fan? Have you read any of this series or even this novella? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to chat with you more about that. If you want to see any more of my vlogs for Vlogmas, I've got that linked right up here. Also, if you want to subscribe, that'd be pretty nice too, but no pressure. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying whatever it is that you're reading, whether it's Christmassy or not. Until next time, thanks so much. Take care. Bye.